Today I will be showing you how to give yourself a subcutaneous injection. These kinds of injections are typically going to be used prior to a transfer for any fresh cycle that you may have. And sometimes, if your clinic is scheduling you for a specific day, for a frozen embryo transfer as well. There are situations where you may never have to give yourself a subcutaneous injection. Most commonly, you would be injecting the medication called Lupron. It's leuprolide acetate is what it says here. I think it's probably a generic brand. You'll need your vial of medication, which needs to be refrigerated. You need a couple of alcohol prep pads and one of your little syringes here. This is the same type of syringe that people that have diabetes use to inject insulin. This is not the type of syringe that you will use when you're doing an intramuscular injection. Those things are long. We'll show you how to do those next week, but you'll just use these small ones right here. The first thing you need to do is you need to draw the medication up into the vial. To do that, you're going to take off the safety cap here, take an alcohol pad, and you're going to want to clean off the top of the vial. You're going to want to open your needle. I usually put that in my mouth, but since I'm talking, probably not a good idea. And you're going to want to draw back on the syringe to the designated dose that you're going to be using. In this case, I'm taking 10 units today of the Lupron. So I'm drawing back the syringe to the 10 mark. Then I am going to put it straight into this, turn it upside down. Usually you push the air in, so you sponge it so that it's empty again. Turn it upside down, and then you can draw back until you get at least to the amount that you need, in my case 10 units. I've drawn all the way back to the 15, and I've done that because I want to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. If there's any air bubbles that you can see in the medication, you don't want those air bubbles in your body. So tap it, and they'll kind of fly out, and then you can push the syringe until it is the exact amount that you need. Now, normally if you're going to always use safety precautions in mind, cap it while you get your stomach ready to put the injection in. That way it doesn't roll around and get dirty, and it doesn't accidentally stab you someplace it shouldn't. Take another alcohol pad. I'm going to show you my tummy here. I've had 6 kids. I do have a tummy. You're going to want to do this about an inch off from your belly button. So you just take it and you're going to pinch. Let me just move that out of the way here. You're going to clean off the area that you're going to inject in, and you're just going to kind of pinch it like this. Again, I usually stick that in my mouth. And you're going to go straight in. Try not to do it at an angle. I can't watch it. And most people can just put this in quite easily. I can't because needles freak me out. In fact, I've never talked about and given myself a shot before. But it takes me just a couple of seconds, okay, maybe a couple of minutes, to actually push the injection in. Now, you see it's all the way in. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw back on the needle a little tiny bit to make sure there's no blood in it, that you didn't hit a blood vessel. And then you're going to inject the fluid in. After it's all the way in, count to at least 5 and pull it out. You should not bleed from this injection. Cap your needle. Always put the safety back on. And you can put it right into your sharps container. Now, again, you shouldn't bleed. There should be no reason that you need a Band-Aid. And that is it for a subcutaneous injection. See you next time. We'll show you how to do an intramuscular one.